Greetings everyone, I am Sister Lilia and welcome to my armory. So, I start off the month once again with a third party miniatures video. So, we have here the Imperial Inquisitor Redemptor from Wargames exclusive, or whichever actual mob this is actually done through under them. This apparently is made with smooth cast polyurethane resin, as opposed to whatever resin it is that GW uses, if that's not the same thing. So this model is intended to be a 2-model unit, hence why I'm referring to it as a single thing. But I felt like this model deserved his own base, so hence putting the priest to the side. So I'm just going to turn him. And you can see the book. Now, there was a whole lot of bits left over from this because the model comes with 2 options for each hand, one of which has a flaming sword and one of which has a demon head. They're all in a bag. I don't know where that bag is. There was also some icons for his backpack that had like speakers or lights on them. I didn't like the look of them, so I didn't put them on him. So let's just put the preacher. So yes, I actually went to town on the book on this model and somehow managed to get the writing to actually look decent. The book does look torn. I'm not sure if that's from, my stuffing up with priming it and primer deciding it wanted to put edges around it, or if that was actually moulded that way. But it might make for some fun memes. So, like, this is a nice sculpt. And yeah, now there's a little bit of politics I have to get into. This model is Ukrainian. It was made in Ukraine. I ordered this 2 to 3 months. Yeah, 2-ish, I think 2.5 to 3 months before Russia invaded them. I was amazed when this thing showed up at where I was staying at the time. I'm like, hold up, this thing actually got sent? Like, I honestly thought the order had got lost or forgotten. I certainly had forgotten about the order. And yeah, in like a few days, in 2 years ago, in about a few days' time, is when I received this. I think it was more than a week into March when 2022 when this thing arrived. So let's just put the two of them together. So the intention is for the model to be on a bigger base and have the book person with them. I felt that the book person makes a better objective on their own, and generally the 2 models work better separately. So let's just do a bit of a scale comparison. So here is a badly painted Thaddeus the Purifier. Or I say badly painted, I haven't finished painting him. Yes, I've modified this one to work on top of a podium that some long-time viewers of the channel may remember. Partly because I also remind people about the thing every so often. Just remove Thaddeus from that base and stick Redemptor Kinovatch on there. So it's about the same height as Kinovatch, although Kinovatch is a bit shorter. Certainly a lot thinner than Thaddeus. What is the light doing to my screen? So yes, we can put it next to the Victorian Miniatures one, and you can kind of get an idea of the size there. More relevant to this week, let's put it next to the Sister of Battle with a Banner. Whose banner doesn't even fit in frame. The Canoness. I just put that model? Because I know I just moved it a moment ago. Maybe because I didn't think it was... Oh yeah, there we go. And here's how it goes with an Inquisitor from Anvil Industries. Like, he very much looks like he's waving at the crowd of faithful, and that's probably not a bad thing. Like, he's a bit too high-tech to use in something like D&D, but you could get away with it in a slightly more high-tech D&D setting, like maybe Cyberpunk even. But, yeah, I wanted this model to be able to just count as a priest of any tier, rather than counting as something specific. As, I have enough heavily armed priests that I can't run these days. Thanks, GW Rules team. I liked running priests with plasma guns and eviscerators. I'm not salty, you're salty. No, I am very salty about that. Yeah, so we've got... I attempted to do... I did as good a job as I could on this guy without getting too drained on it. But, like, this model I started back in 22 and left off because of life. And I did an average job, I think, on the worker with him. The bases on them are just hodgepodge bases, like with the Canoness and Inquisitor. Because why go out of my way to sculpt custom base when I have plenty of bits that'll work? Anyway, I mean, there is plenty of reason to. I will be doing so very soon for some big subjects on the channel this month. Anyway, this is kind of, apart from maybe the video on Sunday, this is going to be my last Sister Battle video for a little while. I do still have the painting video on this model to do. Oh, let's just put it around that way. I just need to, finish editing it, and that's not a small task. But yeah. I partly wanted to have this separate so that I could put him in front of different lecterns depending on what I was doing for terrain-wise, and also it means I have a random battlefield objective. I'm probably not going to order more of this model. It's a nice model, but I don't really need more of it. If I could get like a whole squad of just these, get another 5 of this model, it would be perfect as objectives for 40k. And if anyone who's involved in the design team at Wargames Exclusive is watching, yeah, maybe make it happen. I doubt I'd be the only one buying it. Yeah, so anyway, we've got these coming together, and what projects have you guys been working on this week? I'd love to hear about them. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Let the fight burn!